Hey you guys, so for day 10 of your AMI work, you have a fictional story about a girl who lives in India, and then at the end of it, you have 2 questions.
Rupali rose early with the sun. She heard the sounds of honking taxis outside. She heard that thousands of people in Dharwai slum begin to stir all around her. She could barely contain her excitement. It was the first day of school. Rupali was 10 years old and had not been to school in several years. Instead, she worked in a factory. Every year, her father told her that she might be able to return to school, but it never seemed to work out. For years, she had been waving goodbye to her brothers as they walked to school. Then she would walk carefully past the people and cars in Dharwai's narrow streets. She would take the subway to the textile factory where she worked. This year was going to be the year, she thought. She just knew it. Rupali ran to the small alleyway outside her family's tin-roofed apartment. She wanted to be the first to brush her teeth when the water spigot came on. Then she waited in a long line to use the public toilet located near Mime Creek. Then she returned to the family home where she brushed her sister's hair and helped her grandmother fold up the bedding of the 10 people who lived in their small apartment. As she finished tidying up, she caught her father's eye. Slowly, he shook his head back and forth. "Not this year, Rupali. I'm sorry, but my construction job is not enough." Rupali sighed and nodded her head to show that she understood. She got ready to go and began her slow walk through the streets of the slum, carefully stepping around carts piled high with odds and ends and people sleeping in the alley. Well, there would always be next year.
So make sure you have something to write with, and then whatever you're writing on for your geography work, go ahead and get that out because you do have 2 questions to answer.
The first question is, why is Rupali working at a factory instead of going to school? The second question is, what does Rupali's story tell about what life is like for many Indians despite the economic growth in India?